Module 4.2, Video, Screen Capture, and Audio Recordings. The first rule about using video is to watch it before you show it. Do not get a DVD and show it without watching it first. When I order videos from the library, I usually order several in the same category, then preview them to make sure that they're age appropriate, that they actually cover what it says, what they say they do. And then the other thing is sometimes in the video you show there are some scenes that you wouldn't want someone showing your children. So you want to check it out first and make sure it's appropriate. The same thing goes for online video. When you're going to get some online video, especially from places like YouTube, there's often comments at the bottom. On YouTube, I have seen some really raunchy stuff posted. In this case, it's just kind of funny. But you want to check that out. And also, on the same note, if you post video to YouTube for your students to watch, I would suggest you turn off the comments so that nobody can post some inappropriate things onto yours. So, Chapter 5 gave you several examples of where to get videos online. I hope you checked some of them out. It's usually best to show the video from the source, but sometimes that's impossible and sometimes you want a backup. Downloading the video depends on your system and what format you want. Just use your search engine, Google or whatever you use, and find something that matches your needs. Besides knowing how to download video, you're going to sometimes want to know how to capture what's on your computer screen to share that. For instance, you might be doing a complicated science simulation on the computer, or you might have your students doing some writing and you want them to go back and look at each other's writing on the document, put comments or notes, or you might even want to create a tutorial for parents and guardians about how to access the parent communication tool used by the district. Rather than lead everyone through how to do that, you could put together a slideshow or printout that leads them through the steps. But how do you get the shots of the screen? Well, your computer has a built-in way to make that happen. On a PC, you use the print screen key on your keyboard. It's usually on the top row near the F10. It's not necessarily the F10, but it's usually near that area. And that will put the image on your clipboard to paste where you like. You could put it into an image editor and edit it, or you can put it straight onto the document. For the Mac, you can do the same thing by pressing Command-Shift-3. That will take your screenshot and place it on your desktop. And then in addition to that, you could do the Command-Shift-4 if you want it put onto your clipboard. Or you can do Command-Shift-4 if you want to select only a portion of your screen. So let's say I just want to get the bear's head here. Bang, that'll do that. The Mac can actually do several more things. So you can go into Help on the Mac to find out more, or you can do an internet search. But after you edit the images and they're ready to use, you can put them into either a document that can be shown, or you can do what I do and put it into a PowerPoint. What that does is it gives me a really clean, crisp movement on my videos by having screenshots, put them in the PowerPoint. I get an immediate change, and I like the way that looks. Sometimes you may wish to make a video of what you're doing on your computer. This is a little more complicated. To do that, you have to use something that has a screen capture feature. There are free ones of these, and there are the ones that cost hundreds of dollars. And of course, there's everything in between. A popular free capture tool is Jing. It's available from TechSmith. TechSmith also creates Snagit, which is something that I use sometime. Here it is popping out. This takes a picture of my screen. This will videotape my screen. It costs about $50. I also use QuickTime. Some versions of QuickTime have a free screen and video capture. That depends on your operating system, and if it doesn't have it, you'd have to use QuickTime Pro to get those features. I'm going to show you how to check and see if you have the free version, because most of us have QuickTime. So to do that, you want to open up your QuickTime, and it'll be like this up across the top. You'll choose File, And if it has the new movie, new audio, and new screen recording up here, you've got everything you need to make a simple screen recording. Now, new movie recording, what that does is if you have a video camera on your computer, or if you built in or external, that will do that. That's what I use in order to take video of me speaking. The new audio recording, that's pretty self-explanatory. The new screen recording is what I'm using now, and what that does is captures everything I'm doing on the screen. I have been using this the most lately because with the QuickTime you can do a very simple trimming of the clips, and you can also add clips to the ends of other clips. There's not much to it, but it gets the job done. You could go a little bit more elaborate and use your regular movie making software like iMovie, and you could put in a few more things with it. But this one's good enough for what I'm doing. Now, another possibility for you is Tegrity. It's available because you go to University of Washington, and you can get to it at uw.tegrity.com. It's another capture system, but it has a not very good video editing feature. However, the upside is you can store your video on the UW server and access it from different locations. Now, if you really get into this and you want to start doing flipped classrooms or something, you might want to go to a more robust system like Camtasia. Camtasia is probably the most popular one out there, but before you even get that, you want to do your research, you want to look at the different systems, and then what you can do is find one that has the 30-day free trial, and you can make sure that it has all the features that you want that way, and you don't end up spending $100, which is about what this costs, on something that you're not going to use. So now that you know how to create these video captures, these screen captures, I want you to think about what the trade-offs might be between creating a vodcast or tutorial or standing in front of the class and showing them what to do. They each have their pluses and minuses, and you need to know those to use the most effective method.